Literacy experts frequently say that we should teach grammar and mechanics in context. And with just a few minutes of online searching, numerous names pop up as proponents of this philosophy. But what does in context mean? Seriously, what does it look like? How do you do it? And why is it necessary? Let's start with a quick definition of context. These are the words or phrases or sentences that surround whatever grammar skill you're teaching. So whether it's capitalizing proper nouns or punctuating possessives or indenting new paragraphs, we have to present that skill within the context with surrounding sentences that are authentic. They carry meaning. For example, do you mean I'm so thirsty? Or I'm so thirsty, or I'm so thirsty. Because the same three words with different punctuation, capitalization, and spelling changes the meaning of each of these messages. Seeing the value of context and meaning, now it makes a little more sense why isolated sentences on a worksheet aren't nearly as productive. Rather than fixing what is wrong with some anonymous writing, students need to dabble and experiment with the skill in their own personal writing. This is what the College and Career Ready standards mean when it stipulates students should use language to convey meaning. When we teach conventions like this, in context of a message, we are moving our instruction from the editing stage of the writing process to the drafting stage. And that is the key for mastery. We all know that students can fix all the subject-verb disagreements on a worksheet, but that doesn't necessarily mean they can apply the skill accurately in their own first draft. So teaching conventions in context means in context of a message, a real message, a personal message for the writer. But I acknowledge that one of the draws of worksheets and workbook pages is that they're easy to assign and quick to assess. However, with just a minor tweak or two, I can show you how we can achieve the same efficiency and have kids working on conventions in their own authentic writing. So rather than passing out a worksheet and asking students to find the 5 adverbs or fix the 5 noun-pronoun agreements, have them return to one of their own previous writings, an abandoned writing, a journal entry, a first draft, anything they previously wrote. Announce the same task that students have to demonstrate accurate use of 5 adverbs within one of their own previous writings. So, students flip back in their notebooks, they pull up a document, and they naturally reread it. What are they reading for? Context. They wrote the message, they know what they meant. While rereading, they noticed that they did use a couple adverbs by accident. They totally didn't know that those were adverbs. But now that they know what an adverb is, they mark it or circle it, saying, hey, this is an adverb and it's used correctly. As they continue to read, maybe they find a third place in their previous writing where they used an adverb, although inaccurately, or they spelled it wrong. So they mark this third example, but they fix it this time. After reading through the whole piece, they have 3 examples of adverbs, but the task was 5, and so they need to reread again, this time thinking about the context and where an adverb would be relevant. They don't necessarily have to add more sentences. It's just a matter of reading what they wrote, knowing what they meant, and inserting in 2 more adverbs to fulfill the assignment of 5 examples of adverbs. By doing this in the context of their own real writing, students decide where to put the adverbs, which adverb is most appropriate, and then practice how to integrate it into their sentences. And if they did all of this with a different color font or a different colored pen, then as the teacher, you can quickly just assess the colored portions of adverb application. This approach doesn't have students fixing someone else's writing, but rather demonstrating a level of mastery with a convention skill in the context of their own real writing.